My name is Lucy Ibbotson and this is the G324 Advanced Portfolio and Media Evaluation question. This is evaluation question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? Various different media technologies were used in all of the areas of completing my advanced portfolio. My skills on using these technologies have improved immensely since completing the foundation portfolio last year. The brief of the main task was to create the front cover, 2 contents page and 1 advert, or 2 adverts and 1 contents page of a regional magazine for students 18 to 26 years old living in Sheffield. The brief of the ancillaries were to either create a billboard, radio advert or two web pages of a website promoting your magazine. Research is vital to the planning of the construction of the main product and what type of genre it will be. For this task, I researched various regional magazines on esu.com. This website has a backlog of past magazines. Most of them are consistent to the brief of creating a regional magazine for students. The magazines are aimed at various different target audiences. However, my magazine will be aimed at students and consist of 3 main genres: music, fashion and entertainment. I researched 3 magazines in particular: Exposed, Chic and London in Stereo. Chic and Exposed are magazines from Sheffield, and London in Stereo is a magazine from East London. I then analysed the appropriate media language or terminology on the front cover, contents page and adverts of the magazines. I would then label the images and write an essay on a Microsoft Word document and or create a video using Windows Live Movie Maker. Other research projects involved using Google Images. My skills have developed more this year in terms of using different softwares, especially in the use of Adobe programs like Photoshop and InDesign. In the AS Foundation portfolio year, I was adjusting to the use of these technologies and didn't fully understand some of the functions being used to manipulate the images. However, this year I practiced using all of the tools on the software before editing anything that would be used in the final product. The images I have used on the final product have all been edited to suit the design and layout of the final product. All the images have been cropped and the brightness and contrast levels have been adjusted to contrast with the colour scheme on the pages. The front cover image has been edited so that the model is highlighted by the colour format and the background is placed in a black and white format. This was to highlight the model, as this highlights the male gaze, the Laura Mulvey theory, and ideal self, Carl Rogers theory. Advert 1 has been edited so that the object is cut out and the background has been replaced with another background type and then placed in the product, so it looks like the photograph has been taken with a background or a green screen. Many different fonts were cropped and or edited. In the AS year, my skills of editing were very limited as I could only crop photographs and had to be guided on using other functions of editing, such as using the lasso or the magic wand tool. My skills also were fairly limited when using Adobe InDesign in the first year. In my advanced portfolio, I created the master pages for my magazine so I could prepare to edit the product with all the measurements checked before starting production. In the advanced portfolio, the understanding of the product improved from the foundation portfolio, and this affected the layout, which improved from the previous year. The planning has also been more thorough in the advanced portfolio, even though some descriptions could have been more detailed and more specific. I have used the same pieces of software to research and plan for my media coursework on my foundation portfolio, such as Microsoft Office, which includes Word and PowerPoint, and also Google. However, I have been able to use them in more detail. The skill of photography has improved overall as well. The foundation portfolio had a minimal standard of decent uses of imagery because the planning was not set to a high standard. This year, the planning techniques in the photography have improved. This means the tertiary and primary area do not clash but contrast, and can also be able to add text so that the image and the text are both visible. This also eases the use of any adjustments being made to the contrast or brightness level. In addition to this, the equipment used this year has been extremely successful. On the cameras, I can now adjust the white balance settings and brightness settings, whereas last year I could not do this on the camera but could only edit it afterwards. I also had more information on how to look after the camera properly so the images would not be distorted or damaged. Overall, my skills of using the technologies, both software and hardware, have improved greatly with minimal errors being made. This will definitely increase my grade because of the improvements I made using the technology. This has also benefited my working techniques overall. Thank you for listening.